Yeah, I did a few jobs for people, and I'm a morning shitter, so I need to shit at about 9 o'clock. If I get up at 8 o'clock, I'm gonna be shitting at 9 o'clock.
Dude, I have no shame. If I got to shit at someone's house,
I know, but if you're tinting their car, you know, and you're like,
you're tinting their toilet bowl as well.
This is gonna be fucking
Take a shit on the front of the driver's seat.
And like,
where's your hose?
I get a start on their car, and then I'm just like, oh my god, I need a shit so bad. And like, I know that if I'm rushing to finish their car because I need to go take a shit, then I'm gonna do a shit job. And I'm gonna even if
that's gonna be the hook at the end.
No. The thing is, even if like I'm rushed, it's still going to be 2 hours of holding that shit in because you know it's just only so fast you can tint a fucking car.
And do you kind of get antsy if you have to hold a shit in? You're like, like I need to get this out.
So I just come to terms with the fact that I need to fucking.
I'm gonna shit myself.
I come to terms with the fact that I'm gonna have to dig a hole in their front yard, avoid their neighbour who's checking the mail, seeing me squatting behind the fucking.
Hello.
He's back here taking a shit.
No, so I realised
tell nobody else.
I need to ask this person if I can use the toilet because I fucking just need to go so I can relax and concentrate on the job. So I knock on the door. I'm like, yeah, hi, excuse me. Would I please just be able to use your toilet quickly? And they're like, yeah, no worries. And so when I say quickly, I'm thinking, you know, they're thinking he needs a piss. And, you know, I'm like, fuck, I've got to do this shit in piss time, you know, so that
I
they
can
think,
imagine this scenario.
so they think that I've taken a piss, but not knowing that I've just done the most.
And what's going through your head is all right. You're like,
yeah, it's an
okay,
exorcism
I've got
shit.
at least a minute and a half. You're like zip. Like,
oh yeah,
it's gassy. Wipe. Oh wait, there's still more.
It's gassy. And the thing is, when I'm stressed for the job, like fuck, this client's expecting a perfect job. Like whenever I get that stress, anxiety kind of, all right, I need game on. My body the way my body reacts is like release the bowels now. Like it's like the fight or flight. Your body needs to shit to be on A game. So
release the bowel hounds. His little shits look like dog faces.
Yeah. And then I flush and I'm like, fuck, all right, quick, wash hands. And then I look to see, and a lot of these toilets don't have a fucking fan. And I'm like, where's the fan?
My eyes are burning.
There's no exhaust fan. And then I'm like, okay, where's the spray? No spray. I'm like, for fuck's sake. No spray, no fan. Like, there's no way that I'm going to get away with doing this shit.
Toilet?
Exactly.
And I'm like, yeah.
Exactly.
And they're like, you said you were going to be quick.
Yeah.
I was. I didn't tell you what I was going to do. Fuck. Like, walk off.
And maybe is a lesson to keep some of that little, is it VI poo? Keep some of that in your pocket in your car and just take it with you. You're like,
I need to.
You need
to
poo.
have some VI poo. But anyway, then
I need VI poo.
I should be on the commercial marketing it. Like,
he's already started freestyling.
Yeah. Are you at someone's house doing work and you realize you need a shit? Well, you're going to need VI poo.
This summer, 7 flavors coming out of VI poo.
Tint-My-Motor is now sponsored by VI poo.
Yeah.
Dudes at the round table, proudly sponsored by VI poo.
Wait, after the car gets tinted, he gives you a VI poo for a fucking complimentary fucking dip.
I left one in your toilet for you.
It's hanging from the
warranty.
mirror.
Here's your warranty. Here's my business card, and here's a complimentary VI poo.
Don't look in the boot.
Don't look in the boot.
I hate that when you're like at work and you do a big shit and you've been sitting there looking on your phone for an hour, like not an hour, but like, at least 20 minutes or no, maybe not that long.
Yeah,
maybe sometimes. And you're kind of like, oh fuck, I kind of stink right now. Like the after poo smell. I've worked with a few guys that
I'd get that checked out, Chris.
I've worked with a few guys.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've worked with a few guys.
That's just called BO.
Yeah.
It's coming out of his.
Or it's probably your breath.
That's called anal leakage.
He's sweating it.
It's called anal leakage.
It's coming through my pores.
Of course, if you smell like the butt part of your pants.
Sorry,
like
banging the table. What do you mean?
When you have a shit, you flush
so
it
big,
when the shit's not wafting up underneath you and stinking you out. But no, I have worked with a few blokes before. They've come in for a shit and they've come back out. And I'm like, fuck, you smell like after shit, hey? Like
after shit. Wow.
After shit.
No, it's Sex
I
Panther.
leave the smell where I did it. I don't know. It doesn't come with me where I go. I think you've accidentally shat on your pants or something.
I have shat myself numerous times, but
It's just a weekly thing for this bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They'll probably do it during this pod.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll have to make that a goal to actually do that during this podcast one time.
Yeah.
You shake yourself
It's his
on the
house, I
podcast.
How did I get started on that subject?
I don't know.
Just going for a shits at client's house.
Hang on. How the fuck did I start talking about that?
Why?
That's right. We'll run it back to the play.
Yeah. I
Ray
lost
served
that
your
train of
sister a
thought.
shit sandwich once.
Yeah, that was a good time.
All right.
How are we, fellas?
Feeling fucking groovy, bro.
End
It's
of
Friday,
another
baby.
Yeah, buddy. What's that song where the guy jumps out of the car and he's like dancing? He's like,
It's like, hey, bro, it's Monday, and Wednesday, and it's Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday, and Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday.
Alex loves
Hey!
Dudes of the round table.
how are we, fellas?
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Bit tired.
Welcome back, Chris.
Welcome back, Chris.
I'm back.
Taking an intermission without permission. Intermission.
Did you even have a shit card?
Hey.
I've got a number
Trying to
2 card.
sneak one in piss time, were you?
Yes.
Wait, that's the name of the episode. Piss time.
Piss time with Paulee B.
Yeah.
Pissed up with-
Episode 1
You got
Deuce.
90 seconds. To
Oh,
take
one
it.
deuce.
Yeah.
I like that.
This is episode 12 of
Holy shit, yeah.
Dudes
one
of the
dude.
Round Table.
Oh, shit.
Good play on words, bro.
Boys, we've had 2 weeks off. What the fuck's been happening?
A lot has been happening in that time.
Yo, keep me updated. What's up?
He's painted 47 walls. Moving on. No.
Jesus.
I painted 4,000 bricks in the last 2 days.
But who's counting?
Yeah.
Chris is.
Okay.
So what's been happening, Chris?
Me, in my life, 2 weeks ago, my wife went into surgery for gastric sleeve surgery, and everything went really well. Everything's still going very well with the recovery. So yeah, pretty much I took a week off to take care of Amy and be home, stay with her, make sure she was all good, taken care of, and yeah, that was kind of nice to have a bit of time off as well, spend a bit of time with the wife, and yeah, back to work this week. It was a short week, which is cool with the public holiday just gone. So
Nice.
that's pretty much the haps with me. Nothing too crazy, but yeah. What about you, Jake? What's been happening?
Man, shit. It's been a pretty hectic long week.
Yeah, he's getting
Oh,
really
sorry.
long.
I shouldn't say long week. Short week, but it was a good long weekend we had. I had 3 fucking birthdays over that weekend, boys. From Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. From Friday and Saturday and Sunday. But yeah. Nah, so it was a bit of a bender, man. So finally got out of the hyperbolic chamber on Wednesday. So I'm feeling recovered and ready to go again.
More like the hyper alcoholic chamber.
Yeah. Shit. You ain't wrong
Oh,
there,
he's
my man.
quick on his feet, Christopher.
But yeah, other than that, man, it's been things have
Give
been
it a
pretty
couple
good.
minutes.
I actually miss you guys, but man,
Fuck you,
felt
Ray.
weird not doing. Just go fuck myself.
Well, I missed that.
Proceed.
I missed that.
Oh, you said you give him a couple of minutes. I'm like, fuck you, Ray. You bitch.
Paul's like, hey. Paul's like, oh, you're really quick on your feet. Like, give him a couple of minutes.
He
He loses steam pretty quick.
That's all, folks.
That was good. That was good.
Anyways, man, what's been happening, brother Ray? What have you been up to, bro?
Same shit, different day, man. Work. Car's been running me a bit of trouble, so yeah, it's been doing this weird starting thing. So that's pretty much the most exciting thing.
Starting thing. What,
Yeah, where
usually
like it
doesn't
starts.
start, or-
But no.
Oh yeah, the engine looks like an engine.
It's making this noise and there's a smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe.
Mom!
And it's moving.
Mom, help!
I was going to plug old Farry's mechanic business, but I don't actually know the name of it. But
VCM.
Yeah, you're really good with names, aren't you?
VCM. Is it VCM Auto?
VCM.
VCM Auto, Australian.
No,
Even though it's coming through an
automotive.
American accent.
Automotives, bro.
That's what I said. VCM Automotives.
Very cool motherfuckers.
Puts an
Automotive.
S on
Yeah.
the end now.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
he's just making up his own names.
Shout out to Farry VCM Automotive.
He's the guy
He'll
to call.
fix your car. I think that's stealing a slogan from someone else. But we've got a very special guest on tonight.
Very, very
A
special.
very,
Ray, tell us.
a very good friend of mine, and a very good car sickness buddy of Chris's, and fellow hip hop
Enthusiast.
connoisseur and enthusiast, like Jake. we've got Paulie B in the house.
Hey, what up,
yellow.
Paulie?
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm excellent, actually.
So we
Thanks
need you
for
to clear
having me.
something up quickly.
What is it?
I know your name's Paul. These guys think your name's Brad.
No, no. He thinks his name.
You've said it a couple of
I
times.
said it once when I was trying to search it on Facebook.
Thanks.
Once
Jed.
too many.
Sorry, Brad.
Yeah.
I mean, Paul.
That's my fault because okay,
pad
there's a
root.
little bit of a background story to that. Long story short,
He's a wanted man.
I just like my privacy on social media, and I found people from a long, long time ago, acquaintances, people that I'd come across in my life, adding me and trying to make contact with me, and I was just like,
Someone
"Yo,
that wanna be your
like,
friend,
You
hey?"
really need to go to the library and read some books, or I don't know, like it's not that I don't want to know you or we never were friends or anything, but it's just like, I don't know how to explain it.
You're in a different walk of life.
I don't want to be searched for by people sometimes, and so I did my last name first, which is Bradbury, and my first name last, which is Paul. I actually saw some other people do that, and I thought, yeah, that'll work.
I'll bleep that part out because now you've kind of just given away the secret. So
Yeah.
if any of them listen to this
Okay,
podcast, they're going to be
okay.
like, oh.
But here's the
and
question:
it's-
has it worked though?
It has, and it's not so much like I'm hiding from
Until
people
this
or anything
episode.
like that. It's just fuck. You know, you get a friend request and you're like, seriously, just
Why?
oh man, like I don't want you to see my shit. I don't really want interested in what you're doing, and I don't want to be a cunt and you just to be like, oh, he hasn't accepted. He must not like me.
Computer says
You know,
no.
I just got sick of that shit, so I was just like, fuck this, like,
Bro.
Do you feel that?
No,
Do you
hear
feel
him
me?
off.
Oh, no, okay. I 100% understand this. I get friend requests from like old, like primary school, high school friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People that I was friends with that I don't want to be friends with anymore.
Yeah.
Like
That's my thing.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
wish them like malice or anything. I wish them
Yes.
all the best, but I just decline them anyways. I don't give a fuck.
I didn't
Yeah.
see nothing.
I just found it easier to
That's the waiting.
not be so easily
duck and weave.
Not yeah, just bob a few punches. No, just not to be so easily, you know.
Stop hitting the desk, bro.
Sorry for hitting the desk. Sorry for hitting the desk.
You're really angry.
Damn friend request.
I will say this. That through my years in my late teens, early 20s, I was a very different version of myself than I am now, and I hung
That
around.
was a very long time ago, though, right?
It was a long time ago.
How old
We
are you
got-
now? 40?
You at least
33.
45.
I'm 31. 31. I'm 31. I'm not too far off 32. But the thing is, I really sort of got away from the crowds I was hanging around. I moved away from the area I grew up in, and I really started to basically rewrite my whole life story.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to go backwards, and didn't want to get pulled back to friendships, toxic friendships that really didn't benefit me or help me grow as a person. So those, unfortunately, I wish those people all the best, but yeah, I wanted to not be harassed or what are you up to or we should catch up. I
just
got
wanna
sick
go
of
about
it.
your own life.
It's like, dude,
Yeah,
I've moved on.
Totally
You
fair
need
enough,
to do
man.
the same.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why people think my name's Brad.
Yeah. No, cool.
No,
well,
fair
I
enough.
think
Thanks for the intro, Brad. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It's Bradbury.
Cheers,
Yeah.
bro. Cheers to that.
It's Bradbury. So cheers. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that 100%. I just don't give a fuck. I just decline them anyway. So.
No, good on you, Ray.
Ray don't fuck with you.
No.
You ain't on his radar. Know what I'm saying?
Oh my
This little ray of sunshine. You ain't getting this little ray of sunshine, baby.
No, if I knew I had a clicker for that light right now, like at the same time as he said that, I'd turn it off.
It's like Ray changes his fucking Facebook to Simon Raymond's.
Simon Raymond.
Yeah. You love it.
We're just gonna go to a quick ad break.
what was that thing you sent us the other day on the
Oh, Jake's middle name?
the chat thing
Shut the fuck up now, motherfucker.
where it was like change the first four letters of your name with to fuck,
Oh, yeah.
and mine was like fuckins.
Mine was
Change
fuck.
the first four letters of your name of your first name and last name with the word fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think mine was
I only have 4 letters in my first name.
So it's
it's
fuck.
Fuckbury. Fuckbury.
Yeah.
Auto name.
I worked out that mine was Fuckstifer fucking. Good evening, I'm Fuckstifer fucking.
Yours is fuckins.
Yeah, fuck fuckins. Fuck fuckins. Fuck it. But
Anyway.
did you know, you gotta, to make your own porn star name, right? You gotta go off your first ever street name
And pet.
and your first pet. What's yours?
Oh, hang
It's
on. Wasn't
pet,
it?
no,
was
it's
it
pet, then street
first,
name.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
whoopsies.
straight and then pet.
I'm sorry about that. Waving my big friggin' arms around
Giant
everywhere.
hands, bro.
We usually
My
take
bad.
bets who does that first. Oh, we didn't tonight. So.
No.
I'm.
So what is it?
So your street name that
Yeah.
you first ever grew up.
No,
that
it's
you
pet
ever
first.
Pet
and
first.
Then
Is
it's
it?
the street name, yeah. Mine's Tango Talarack. Sorry, man. I'm really
You're very passionate.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Why does that sound like criminal law? Like
So
Law and order.
mine would be Paulee Chamberlain.
that sounds legit.
Fuck, that's a dope porn star name, eh?
Paulee
Paulee Chamberlain.
Sounds
And
like
Lana
a British
Rhodes.
Prime Minister's name.
Yeah.
Chamberlain, the Prime Minister of England.
It's fucking Paulee Chambers or something.
Follow me out of
Look who it is. It's fucking Paulee
Paulee
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain. Hello.
Mine would be Strawberry Felix.
Felix Strawberry.
Is it a no?
Pet name first.
No, it's a straight name first, isn't it?
No, it's pet name
We
first.
just said
Felix
10 times,
Strawberry.
Jake.
Oh, that's fucking whack.
What was
I
yours?
like Strawberry Felix.
Tango Talarack.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's like
Starring Tango Talarack
in
and Felix Strawberry. What was yours, Ray?
Paulee Chamberlain.
Okay. This summer,
In anal
the porno of
destruction.
the century comes out, starring Felix Strawberry
Paulee Chamberlain.
And Tango Talarack.
and special guest myself, Tiger Wongong.
Long gone.
What?
Tiger Wongong. Yeah,
Of course, this sounds like a fucking Star Wars name.
I know, right?
From the. Yeah.
Tiger Wongong.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, sounds like a Jeez.
Skip the intro and there's like Tiger Wong in the background just reading a book while you're all fucking. You're doing it wrong.
He's like trying not to look. It's like,
Don't look at me.
He's the innocent one.
Anyway, dude, aside from porn names, tell us a little about yourself, mate. Tell us what's going on in your life. What are you up to? What are you doing?
Well, what am I doing? A little bit about myself. Recent history or.
Where did
like
you come
my
from?
life
Where did
story?
you go? Where did you go? Come, Paul B. Rowe.
you should have said
okay.
his porn name. That would have been funny.
I can't remember it.
I know,
So
neither can I.
basically, let me state it like this: didn't really achieve very highly at school not because I wasn't capable, because I really was distracted with parties and girls and friends, and just basically I really didn't do too well at school. So what happened was I started cleaning. I got my first full-time job. Sorry for banging the table again. I just realized I did it again. Got my
to get
first
like a
full-time
mat there or
job as a
something.
car detailer. Actually, I worked at Subway up until I was 17. Got a customer came in one night and said, "How much do you get an hour? We can get you a job detailing cars, and you're gonna get paid this much." And at the time it was like $16 an hour. I was like, $16 an hour.
$16.
He's like, holy shit! This is back in like 2006. So that I was like, hell yeah! So that was my first.
I left
full-time
school at
job.
that time as well.
Yep.
Same year.
Started working full time. Slowly, what happened was they needed help in the tint shop. After a couple of years, I started checking cars off in the tint shop. So checking cars off means basically any sort of little things needed fixing after the tinter had done the job. I sort of would go over it. I'd fix little spears or little bits that would pop up, push over dots, and just make it look good before it went to the customer. So that got my foot in the door. I kept asking if I could learn how to tint cars. Boss said no. Anyway, I ended up leaving John Hughes. Worked at the airport pushing baggage trolleys. I worked in stores like as a storeman. I was pick-packing orders. I worked in quite a few different places and found myself unemployed after a while because these jobs were always just jobs and I ended up hating them. And I was unemployed for a few months and my mum said, email your old boss because you need to do something. You can't sit around. You're just getting into trouble. And so I emailed
and your
my
rent's
old
due.
boss. Emailed my old boss and, ate humble pie. And he said, come back in. He said, yeah.
He's been making sandwiches ever since.
not that boss. So
Subway.
my John Hughes boss. And,
You're making sandwiches at John Hughes.
You started off as a sandwich artist, and now you got into cars, and then
Yep. So I went back detailing cars. I detailed for almost 2 years again the second time, and then they needed help again in the tint shop. They knew I'd been in there before. Went in there, started doing the same thing, checking the cars.
Right.
This time he decided to give me a chance. I started learning how to tint cars. The rest is history. Spent nearly 11 years there. Left, did 6 months at Toyota, and recently just started my own business.
yeah, and tell us about this new business, man. Congratulations, by the way. It seems to be going very well
Thank
from what
you.
I've heard.
Swimmingly.
Swimmingly, yes.
It's funny because I actually tried to start my own business a few years back, so as a side gig, and very quickly I lost confidence because of a few jobs that I tried to do. I was always capable and always had the experience, had enough experience, but I didn't have self-belief and I didn't have confidence. So any kind of mishaps or any kind of challenges came across, any setbacks, I just thought, this is too hard, I can't do this. And I gave up. My first business, I called it All-Star Tinting. Anyway, so left.
Cool, I like that.
I called it All-Star Tinting because I played basketball at quite a high level. When I was 16, I was in the West Australian All-Star team for my age. So I was in the top 10 basketball players my age in WA.
That makes sense, especially
Yeah.
with your height.
So-
how tall are you, by the way? What's your exact height?
I'm 6'2.5".
God damn.
Yeah. So decided when COVID-19 happened, my hours got cut by about 50%. I got dropped to 40 hours a week. My wife lost a lot of her hours, basically lost nearly all her work. And I started taking on cashies on the side to help us get by. And quickly started to realize that I can do this and I've got the experience. And I thought, you know what, like, it's now or never. And that was it. Like, through friends and family supporting me, I slowly started getting more and more work. And now, actually just recently, I've started getting a lot of contract work with a company called Mad Ink, which is quite well known.
Go on, Jake.
They do vinyl wrapping, ceramic.
Yeah, I've definitely heard the
coatings
name
and
before,
stuff,
for sure. I'm like,
and they're giving me all their work at the moment, and I'm tinting cars that I never thought I'd be able to do. Really difficult European cars, all kinds of cars, and anything that comes my way, I kick ass. And yeah, just I would say, like, when it comes to business, self-belief, and just like, it's such a big thing just to try and just to not look at a small failure or a small setback as you're not good enough. It's part of it. You're always there's gonna be mistakes. There's gonna be things that go wrong, but it's how you bounce back from that.
dude, you couldn't have said that any better, man.
so-
You're absolutely right, and that shouldn't put anyone off from achieving what they want to achieve.
100%.
Like, you've got to go through these trials and tribulations to fucking
Yeah.
push forward, and you've done that, man. And we're all proud of you for
That's
doing
right.
it, man. Like, it's awesome.
Thank you. I
So what's
appreciate
the
it.
business?
Yes, what is the business name? I was just about
The
to ask
business
that, right?
name's Tint-My-Motor. That's what I'm operating under.
So is
at
that
the moment.
backwards as well? Like, is it
Motor my tint? It can be. On Facebook.
My
it is.
tinted motor?
Motor my tint, tip my motor.
I wanted something sort of that, you know, had a bit of a catch to it, like something catchy, and I was looking up business names, and yeah, just thought, to me, that had a good ring to it, and I liked it, and
That's what, then.
yeah, just
No, we're all very proud of you, man. And yeah, obviously things are booming very quickly.
yeah,
And it's very
so-
cool to see, like, you've just had like a continuous upward trajectory from your
So
humble
far.
beginnings.
So far, it's early days, and at the end of the day, if it doesn't continue how it's going right now, and I go back to sort of having to find my own work again, I don't care, because it's all part of the journey, and I
You can at least say you've done it if you do, you know, throw the towel in, but I don't think you will, man. I think you
No, I won't
persevere.
throw the talent. I love working for myself, but I just know that if I'm not getting contract work how I'm getting it now, and I have to go back to trying to find private stuff to get by, I don't care, because
You'll get it. You'll do it.
I will get it, of course. I mean, if you've seen my work, there we go again, waving my arms around
Gigantic
like a
hands.
crazy man with missing tooth.
So you heard it here first, folks. Like, Here's the man. Where do we find you, or where do we contact you if you're cool to give this information away to get windows tinted? Like, what's the best way to get to you?
So I'm on Instagram, first of all, at Tint-My-Motor. And I'm also got a Facebook page. If you Google me or if you search on Facebook, Tint-My-Motor, you'll find my page and you can send me a message if you're looking for a quote. Yeah.
Hit him up.
Check it out, folks. It's
Sorry,
legit.
I was just giggling just then because just how Chris kind of like ran. I tried to like say it just sounded like he went. So as you hear first, folks, he is a man.
And then that's his pause.
Yes, he is.
I'm excited. He's doing
that thing
really
real?
well, and I'm able to help promote his business and get him out there, man.
No, absolutely. I'm just saying, like,
Absolutely.
he like took this pause after saying like he's a man.
Hey, you got to create anticipation
For
and
the
excitement.
folks, for the people that are listening, the amount of times Chris says absolutely, take a shot. Yeah. Keep going. Anyways, let's go.
It's a drinking game.
Absolutely.
Oh,
But no, absolutely.
absolutely. Isn't that what John Hughes says? He's like, absolutely.
Yep, I think that's what he says.
Yo, so what was it like working under John Hughes?
I tell you what, I got lifelong friends from working there, especially in that tint shop. It became like one big family, and like it taught me hard work. It taught me sort of when I first started working at John Hughes, I was that shit employee that would call in sick on a Monday, like, you know, just I don't know how to explain it. I didn't really
Just
understand.
hungover, couldn't be fucked coming
Just
in.
couldn't be fucked. Oh, I used to smoke. Oh, you know.
I've got
Just-
diarrhea this morning. It's like, fuck off, you lying fucker.
Just a young punk, you know, partying on the weekend, and just, you know, oh, I don't want to go. What excuse can I give them? And it's crazy because in my last year there, over that 10 years, I became probably the most reliable worker they had, and really valued. You know, I realized that if I didn't go, that other people had to pick up the slack for my absence, and I started to not want to be that person that, you know, made everyone else's day harder because I couldn't be bothered going. And yeah, so I learned so much. I learned I learned a really good work ethic there, and picked up skills that, you know, have really set me up now.
And pay the bills.
Yeah.
Skills to pay bills, and met a lot of great friends, and it's been a huge part of like my life. It helped me to get my first house, get my first mortgage. So, you know, like John Hughes, yeah, massive part of my life, and good, to be honest, good company to work for. I always felt proud of myself saying I worked at John Hughes. People knew who John Hughes was. Oh, I worked for John Hughes. You know, it was kind of like it was a big company, and
It's kind of like credentials now for you. Like, you're like, yeah, I've previously worked at John Hughes.
yeah,
Like, whoa.
kind of, yeah. But yeah. So
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Would you say like not only like working under him, like for him and shit, but like did you get a lot of benefits and stuff working for John Hughes? Like was it like did he actually look out for you guys?
no, not really.
Nah. That's a different
you-
hole
you-
to go down, or
You got John Hughes at Welshpool, and then you got John Hughes at Vic Park. When you're at Welshpool, you're a small fish. You're like Welshpool's where the mechanics are, the panel shop, the detailers. I mean, you're like kind of like the bottom of the barrel. And then you got Vic Park, where you got the salesmen and the sales managers, and it's all glossy, and the showrooms, and you know, they're the ones that get looked after. They're the ones that get good piece of the pie. If you're working down at Welshpool, I mean, I'm not saying I'm ungrateful. There were times where, you know, they'd put barbecues on and do things for us, but yeah, I mean, you get paid for what you do, your hourly rate, you get your holidays, your sick leave. Like, I mean, no, there's not really any benefits. No.
nah, fair play, man. I just thought, you know.
So a normal workplace.
No.
So fuck John Hughes. That's
Channel 7 News. Local podcast gets sued by John Hughes.
just go around and slap all stickers on their cars.
Yeah. So am I suing these cunts? Absolutely.
There's another counter to the absolutely counter.
Oh man.
But no, all in all the years of previous work has led you up to this point. Sorry, I had to get that out. Milo Kerrigan choking over here. But no, all this has led to where you are now, like starting your own business, like you said.
It's all growth.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You've taken that leap and look where you are now.
I've heard your story many, many times. Like, I'm probably only the longest around this table at the moment.
Yep.
And yeah, every time I hear it, man, it's proud to hear it. Like, you know, your growth, where you've come from, your journey, the people you've come across, you know, over the years and stuff like that. It's crazy. So I love hearing people's growth. Like,
It's funny because I always felt like I said at the start, I didn't really achieve at school. And I actually tried to go to uni. Well, I didn't try to go to uni. I gained entry to uni about 12 months ago. I thought that I wanted to try my best with academics. Gained entry to uni, started a science degree, undergraduate degree, did the first unit, and it was hell. And I hated every minute of the study. And then I thought, this is why I didn't do good at school. I didn't like studying. I mean, I could have, but I just hated it. And now, as I've started this business, I've started to realize just
you shouldn't tap on the fucking
that
table every 5 minutes.
But
that was the most smooth hand movement.
For this episode as well, the amount of times Paul touches the table, take a fucking
Take
drink.
2 shots.
Yeah, take 2 shots actually.
I'm actually really enjoying business and you know, and everything involved in business, dealing with clients, you know, doing the job, all the other stuff that's involved. Like I realized that this is really something that's that I'm good at and I like.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's funny because I always felt like I was underachieved. I had underachieved and I hadn't done well, but now I'm kind of like, nah, like you say, everything led me to here, and I'm actually happy with what I'm doing at the moment. And
to go back into like what you were saying earlier, like, you know, people trying to find you on Facebook that were in your past, and you don't want them to kind of like not intrude, but like kind of like wiggle their way back into your life, and you know, what's going on, man? And you know, like say fuck off, like leave me alone. You haven't talked to me in like 10 years. What do you want? It's kind of like that. It's like, like those people, like at that time, that obviously served a purpose at that time, you know, and then the people in your next phase of your life serve the purpose in your life, you know, and then wherever that next phase is in your life, you know, you may only have a small handful of the people from the previous phase, but there will be people that not necessarily you push out of your life, but they fall to the wayside in a sense.
Okay.
Because they don't serve.
let me put
that
it like
life that
this:
you're on.
you were at my wedding, and 2 of my groomsmen I've known since preschool.
Yeah.
They're still in my life. They never went anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a reason for that.
But
because
they serve a purpose in your life, right?
definitely,
now as well. Yeah.
the ones earlier on that I've let go of that I don't want contacting me, they actually never served a purpose at all.
Yeah. Okay,
I maybe thought they did at the time, but realized later that far out, like, what are you doing?
Well, it's like that. The famous saying. It's like people come and go in seasons, days, months, years, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Friends
people
for a
come and see-
reason,
Yeah.
friends for a season, and
Yeah.
friends that last forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's very true, man. Like, it's very rare you can find a large amount of people. It's always usually, you know, quite a small handful of people that you have in your life, you know, like forever.
Yeah.
For an extended period of time, and there will always be people that will still kind of like start clawing back at you, being like, "Come back,"
Well,
you know. But
yeah.
it's not really they're trying to come back or anything, but it's I guess they're trying to get back into your life in a way because
Yeah.
they see you doing well, and they're like, "Oh well,
100%.
he sounds cool."
I
kind
want
of
a
thing.
part of that.
Yeah, I want a part of
wanna-
that kind of thing.
If I hang
And-
on to him, I'll be all right.
And like, if
That's-
they are trying to do something similar and better themselves, like for me at least, you know, when I see people like that, like I'll give them a chance and be like, all right, cool, like let me help you, like, and like welcome back, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But then if it's literally just like, hey, let's hang out, let's go do this or something like that, no, that's not me anymore. It's like, oh, you know, and you sometimes you'll have those from that group of people that, you know, you kind of go, nah, I'm okay. I hope you wish you well and stuff. They may be like, oh, you know, he thinks he's too good for me and stuff like that. It's like, no, fuck off. Like, I'm
I
on a
will say
completely
this,
different walk of life. with you.
100% with you. These people, a lot of them, I did give them chances. I was like, look, you know, you need to work. You need to get a job. I don't want to hang around people that are just doing what you're doing, you know. And then we wouldn't talk for a while. And then I'd come back later and be like, all right, what are you up to? And that same shit, you know. And it's just
Nothing's
like,
changed.
They haven't
okay,
moved forward in life.
well,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
what can I do? I can't make you want better for yourself, but I can definitely not let myself be brought down by you.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
because that's my
100%,
choice.
man.
Yeah. No, I think that's awesome, man. I think that's why, like, I'll cheers you again. I'll click very quickly with you because, yeah, because I saw that in you very, very quickly when I first met you as well. It was like,
You can only help someone who wants to help themselves.
yeah, and
Otherwise,
I
you can't
could
do
see
shit.
you doing that. You were growing
100%,
and like just who you were, like hanging out with us when you came into the group, the circle of friends that you have now. You know, like, yeah, you were just growing, man. You're a beautiful flower.
Thanks, Ray. I appreciate it.
You're a grower, not a shower.
I thank Alex for that because I thank Alex for that 'cause she changed my life. When I met her friends, they were, you know, I
Shout out to
met
Alex. He's a
fantastic
beautiful soul.
people. I met so many cool people through her, but of course she had good friends. She's so lovely. She's like just such a nice person. So
Hey, what's the saying? Like, behind every good man is an even greater woman. I strongly live by that, for sure.
she's the best thing that ever happened to me, and that's the truth.
You
She
cry?
is.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Oh, she is.
Fucking A,
She
man.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
my future. Like, I wanted a better future, and you know, I knew I wanted a different life, and I was working hard and all that. But you know, I needed that partner in crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude,
and
100%
that-
respect, man. For real,
yeah,
man.
that
Like,
was-
She'd 100% rob a bank with you, bro.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Hey.
Oh shit!
And
I could
that
see
was it.
like,
It was completion. You know,
you're
It
the
was-
getaway driver. She's the one that's fucking everyone up. Like,
Pretty much. That's why I got a
I got McDonald's on the way. I'm in.
Yeah.